friends, I welcome you all on my channel, the Opinion Platform. It has come to be reported in the newspapers about Jawaharlal Nehru University that JNU has banned all protests around JNU admin complexes and academic complexes. However, it was said from the day a lady Vice Chancellor has joined as a Vice Chancellor of the prestigious university like Jawaharlal Nehru University that the democratic culture and ethos would be completely protected by the Vice Chancellor Shanti Shri Dhulipuri Pandit, as she has herself been a student celebrating the democracy and the politics of dissent, and she is known to have stood by the politics of speaking and presenting the critique of dominant power. Well, after looking at the circular that it has banned several protests in JNU, if students will be found doing protests in certain areas of JNU, they'll be put under huge heavy fines and other disciplinary actions may also be taken. To speak on this issue, we have Dr. Abhay Kumar, who is a senior journalist, historian and a very renowned teacher. He himself, his YouTube channel teaching students is very popular. We'll try to understand to what extent this kind of circular serves the purpose of a university or it doesn't serve the purpose of a university. Dr. Abhay Kumar, I welcome you on my channel, the Opinion Platform.
Thank you very much. It is very shocking that JNU administration has brought a new manual which was approved by the Executive Council on November 24. And the new manual is very draconian. And any student who is protesting or who might be found protesting at any administrative block or any academic block or at any residence near any residence of JNU community within 100 meter of that periphery, that a student would be severely punished. There are two kinds of punishment.
Around 100 meters of academic complex, which I think was declared during the previous Vice Chancellor. Am I right? So you can better...
Yes, you are right. The earlier we have heard the story that if you protest within 100 meter of academic block, academic block, administrative block, then you will be punished. But now what is happening, that I read a story in Wire where it is mentioned that if you protest around the residency of any member of JNU community, then you will also be punished. So this is very, very draconian in a sense that earlier you were denied permission to protest within 100 meter periphery of administrative block. Now what has happened, that academic block restriction has also been added, and now at one places it is also mentioned that if you protest around the residency of any member of JNU community, then you will be also fined. So friends, as per the report which is there in the newspaper, there are two kinds of punishment. One punishment is 20,000 rupees and another punishment may be that you will be rusticated, you will be sent out of the JNU campus for 2 semesters and you could be declared out of bond. So you could understand that the basic right to protest has been denied by the JNU administration, and it is not only draconian, it is not only against the spirit of university, against the spirit of JNU culture, but also against the constitution. In our constitution, we are given fundamental rights And within this fundamental right, there is a provision that citizens can form associations, citizens can protest peacefully and democratically. So whatever protest earlier happened at JNU, they were peaceful, they were democratic, they were within the ambit of Indian Constitution. But the JNU administration, particularly after 2014, which the new government came to the power, it suspended democracy on the campus, almost suspended, and it brought severe laws, it punished students, and I am also the victim of JNU administration's draconian policies and authoritarian policy. I came to JNU in 2009, and till 2018 I was here a student, and I could give you the example when JNU administration had suddenly increased the prices of the food item, okay, and then the mess bill was going to be increased because of the price hike. Then we went and we protested at Dean's office in JNU, and it was very democratic and very peaceful. But what has happened, that the administration has punished a large number of students, including myself, and I had to pay huge amount of money as fine days before the submission of my PhD thesis. So you could understand that students are already under pressure when they have to face examination, when they have to give their thesis in writing. At that time they will hit you and they will suppress the students. Why they are doing it? Very simple, you can understand. They, the BJP, the RSS, which are in power today, they are against democracy in a sense. They want that the citizens should follow blindly whatever they are making policies. They become quiet, they should become silent, and the attack is on media, attack is on parliamentarian, attack is on farmers, attack is on peasants, attack is on Adivasi,
Abhayji,
Dalits.
I will stop you and I'll ask you another question. As you have said that JNU has put this ban and around any premise of JNU residency and residence. Well, university is for students to study. Why students will come out on campus road and protest? They should. Why don't you think that the students should be more worried about studying, completing their syllabus, doing good in their studies and get degrees and then serve the country? Where protests come in the scene by students? Just keep some, throw some light on this.
Yes, you have asked me the question which is often raised by a journalist in media, and an impression is being created that students of JNU, they usually they do not study, they live on subsidy, they eat people's budget, they eat, they are parasites, and they do nothing, they criticize government, and they are into anti-national activities.
They don't study. They take admission to study, but they don't study.
They don't study.
Yeah.
But the fact is not like that.
Okay.
The fact is very different. University is a place where you cannot learn everything within the classroom. Whatever we read in books, if we do not go out, if you do not see the world, if you are not politically active, if you are not conscious human being, then the bookish knowledge is not enough. Whatever we read in books, these could only give you meaning, these could only give you understanding when you are rooted in ground. Mahatma Gandhi, for example, studied at England. He studied law, but he became Mahatma Gandhi only because he went to Champaran, he met farmers, and he learnt about the problem of India. And I think he was advised by Gokhale that you visit across India and you see the situation. So students, to say that students are like robot, they should be in the classroom, then we are not promoting democracy, but we are imposing authoritarian regime, and we want our student to become robot. And one thing I would like to add here, that students are also voters. Students are also concerned citizens. So if something is happening outside, if budget on social welfare is being reduced, when farmers are being beaten up, when women are being molested, when Dalits and Adivasi were attacked, when minorities were attacked, when secularism is hit, when government is making policy to make the rich the richer and the poor the poorer, at that time it is the responsibility of the student to speak. And even the Chief Justice of India has said recently that if you stop protest, if you stop dissent, then democracy cannot survive. So for democracy on the campus, students must be allowed to speak, students must be allowed to articulate their grievances, and university is made for students. University is not made for administration. A university is not made for the big politicians to come and give lecture here. They are welcome if they want to come, but the first priority should be the welfare of the students. And when students come out of the street, when they demand something, that means that administration has completely failed, and nobody wants to give slogans without any reason. If students are giving slogans, if they are protesting, then any democracy would ask its politician that go, or maybe the administrators, that go and listen to them instead of raining batons on them or slapping fine on them. So I condemn it, and I think that the Supreme Court, the High Court must take note of it, and the democratic society and the students community across the country should raise their voices against this authoritarian regime. And I think that JNU administration has utterly failed to give benefits, to give better scholarship to students. Just to silence them, it is resorting to draconian method.
Friends, it's very important. I was in conversation with Dr. Abhay Kumar, who threw light on why the protest is important, how protest keeps the democracy vibrant all around the country, including university campuses. Let's not forget that students are supposed to be the future of any country. If students will not protest for what is right and for issues on which protests are required, who will fight? Because the students are considered the young minds, brilliant minds, energetic being of any country. So therefore, Dr. Abhay Kumar concluded by saying that protest is a democratic right enshrined even in the Indian Constitution, and is JNU, Jawaharlal Nehru University, whose major identity has been of that of students' democratic protest, is being curtailed under new Vice Chancellor, who initially had promised that she will put all effort to restore the democratic culture and ethos of JNU back, which was dented during the previous Vice Chancellor, Dr. M. Jagdish Kumar. Thank you very much, Abhay Kumar ji. I really thank you for coming on my channel and sharing your views. Friends, if you like my channel, The Opinion Platform, please subscribe it, like it and share it, and I will always put best of my efforts to bring all issues which concern the common people of this country and the world. Thank you very much. Thank you, Abhay ji.